This is one of the hardest bosses, and I needed to kill to get a gas mask. But first I needed to find the boss. In the last episode I needed a gas mask, so I am going to get it now. The desert was already beginning there, so I immediately started collecting cacti for safari outfit. Okay, the goal is already set, so I'm leaving this place. But wait, what is this? Interesting and also the way to, so I'm leaving. When I arrived at the place, I found a car that had broken away from the convoy, so I went straight and found one, but it didn't work. So I walked along the perimeter, but I only found a bonfire, so the convoy will wait. Okay, I created a circle thing that allowed me to move the collecting materials straight into the chest because I was too lazy to walk myself. Continue my way to the tower, I came across an intercepting squad and cave roamers, but here made me feel all of the pain of life. But they didn't take into account that I learned from my mistakes. So I was still able to get to the bonfire and to turn on the tower. Now I can see whole region, so I just need to find a gas mask, since I was in the depot, so I checked for the train. It was mission parts that were in the same direction it was going, but there was a problem. There was no direct path there, and the only bridges from the other side was opening. So instead I took on the quest that opened a teleport home. This is necessary so that I could craft materials at any time. And the quest itself required a lot of stones, which I already know where to get that from, so I went to the cemetery. Having collected enough number, I built a foundation before the walls, which is logical wood is needed. But there were no problems with that because it's scattered everywhere here. Having finished with the walls, I had explored the interior, so the quest was completed. But I didn't have the opportunity to craft the teleport itself, so instead I explored and upgraded other things, so that now my maximum range allowed me to break steel launcher. But I still decided to run to the same bridge because I had to find a gas mask. Therefore, as I know, the bridge was closed. Then I decided to go to another location which is also closed. After carefully examining the perimeter, I found a hole, but when I entered it, I realized that it was empty, and it already seemed to me that it was too early to go there. But in fact, I was looking in the wrong direction, because there was a passage. Okay, since I'm here, I'll go through this quest. First, I need to find the queue, so having followed the clues, I got it from the toilet. Then I went to the parking lot in the town, but there was no car there, and I needed to find it. First, I went to the dump, but the one wasn't there, so I searched all the cars to the west, south, and basically within the radius of the parking lot. Even blew one up, but to no avail. So in despair, I returned to the same parking lot, and there I saw a sign that the car was in the dump. Okay, returned there and I found a clue in the house, that it was orange, so eventually I found it. As a reward I got a katana, but I am not interested in it, instead I crafted a barrel pick. Okay, I'm going to a new region, marking the way with a marker. On the way to it, I didn't find the same convoy, which, logically, was empty because I know exactly where the reward is. Hooray! I just got a component for a teleport. Okay, when I go to the entrance, wait no. The way to it is again in the other direction. I hope there will be a gas mask there. When I did get to the place, I saw all the tablets I found, as well as the tombs I passed. But the most important thing is not only a hint, but also the need for a gas mask. So this means that I didn't find the right path, also in fact I have to follow the flow step of an researcher, listening to the radio on the way. The road started strangely, but I wanted to go through it as quickly as possible, so without looking back I ran until I saw the radio on the horizon, and then I made my way through the jungle again. At this place I reached the puzzle, but at least I needed my top hacking skills, so I was rewarded with a fish and also a way to end. That led me to the bonfire with the tower. This is what my path looked like. Well, I'm moving on. That at this space I meet my div, so can't go on like this, I still need to turn on the deadly transmission. You're probably wondering why I didn't turn on it right away in this or other region. The answer is simple, I'm saving mana bits, but why I don't know. At the same time, I turn on the radar to realize how many zombies they are. But it still did help me gain confidence, so that I will die twice more. Okay, at this space I reached the volcano zone, which gave me the opportunity to go through a night circle of hell before I got close to the demon. When I go to the bonfire, I, for my part, simply use the supplies of materials for some kind of madness to open the last slot for artifact. And also got the 28th level, which increased my health. Spoiler, it didn't help because the new zombies could easily cut me into kebab, but I was still lucky to kill the first one, compared to the second one, on which I died twice. Before I sort of really nice, and they as I could have it also know how to dodge. This zombie is so guarded to levers that opens the passage to one, and it was already blocking the path to the bonfire in front of the boss. Entering the area, the boss was a better version of the previously ones, only unlike them, this boss killed me in 2 hits. So I remember the storms out and raised to attack in this way, but I only managed to make 2 or 3 hits before rain. Although there was a progress being the number of corpses. So over time I understood that I needed to pro knives, even considering with my crafty skills, but they were also not enough. So I understood that I needed to attack and close range first, and then throw knives, but that was also difficult, because in addition to a successful hit with an axe, I still need to hit with all the knives and also take into account his speed. So after many attempts he only had enough health for one more hit, and the last hit, but he dodged and still killed me. I was already thinking about giving up and going something else, but I managed to go through it. There were many attempts, but I still killed him. Hooray, now I will have a gas mask. Having searched the chest, I didn't find it, but having passed further, I made the last race from the researcher. I could even imagine how he got here before me. Ago the long-awaited gas mask was received. No, I only have to collect mana bits, so I marked the path to the tomb to kill zombies on the way to it. After crafting the gas mask, I switched to a magnet, for upgrading which this is also needed, so over time I came to the place and completed one and the second goal. Only instead of entering another location, I continue to upgrade the magnet to make it easier to collect materials. This requires titanium, and while it being crafting, I cracked undeniable holes with the help of a new lockpick. In one of them I found a slot machine, but there was no use from it. And since I can break down all the doors, I'll explore the map. At this space I found a tablet and explored a tomb, but this was only necessary in order to collect mana bits and open new paths. The first one is needed to melt a piece of mana and eat for teleportation, but they aren't enough of them, so instead I raised the maximum level a magnet and also crafted a grenade and mine. But what will happen on the other side of the bridge, you will see in the next episode.